10, take 2. And action. Okay. Can I blow the tall candles out?
Yes, candles out.
That's creepy.
I know.
Isn't it?
The shoot was really smooth, and I was really, really impressed. I had worked with Matt Four, my DP, on The Commune, so he was actually first AD on The Commune, I think. He wasn't the DP. But he, I knew I could trust him. I knew he would get the shots quickly. I knew he would, just know the equipment sort of run and gun, which is exactly what I wanted. So that worked out really well.
Got it. Tilt it down a little. There you go.
Scene 5, take 1.
Action.
And God voices his thunder.
Can we can just keep rolling?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Right.
just cheat
Some
the...
reviewer will say, that's so over the top.
Open it up a little.
There were so many locations that I just sort of fell together because I used to live there and have a lot of good friends there in that neighborhood. My friend Franny's house doubles for, I think, 5 or 6 locations. The kitchen is Lynette's apartment, and the front room is Franny's apartment, the character Franny. We were sort of all around that house all day. And then, of course, Jeff's antique store, Hollywoodland. And there's a dog park up at the top under the Hollywood sign where we shot the opening park scene, which I really wanted to do to set the scene, because whenever I lived in Beechwood, everyone said, where do you live? In Beechwood, what's that? Under the Hollywood sign. Like everyone LA, that's such an iconic thing. But it happened it came together really fast, and I had, Liz Fees working with us on sound, and also, she's done a number of, she wrote and directed The Commune, and has done a bunch of horror shorts, so she actually gave me the blood recipe. So it was really, you had a bunch of people that knew what they were doing coming together to make it happen really quickly and really on the cheap with minimal crew. It was just that was it. It was like the 5 of us. So it was awesome.
Easier to move out and do a 2-shot first, or move outside and move back inside?
Let's go outside.
Okay. Simon, so now we're going to do the same.
My cast is awesome. First of all, I'd worked with Chantel Lewis, obviously, in The Commune. She was our lead in that film, and so I already knew that I loved her and wanted to work with her again. After we shot The Commune, she lost her hand in a car accident, and she and I, we've been in touch, and she's so inspiring with her Believe and Become, initiative that she does to inspire other people not to let things like that hold her back. And I thought, I want to have her in the story as just a beautiful girl who's in the story. Like, I don't want it to be about someone with a disability. Like, who cares that she doesn't have a hand? And you kind of don't really even notice unless you really are staring at her hand. So I really wanted to make that point. Like, she's just a normal person. It's not about a girl with a disability. Annie Savage, I had worked with years ago when we were casting a movie called Pistoleras that has not yet gone because it's too fabulous to just go on a 0 budget. But Annie was going to be the lead in that movie, and I just loved working with her. So I knew I wanted to get to her to play Lynette, because I knew she could play that mix of comedy and seriousness. And for Pistoleras, we had trained her in fighting, the impact style of fighting. So I knew she could do the self-defense fighting and make it believable. And Annie happens to be married to Fred Cross, who is a comedian and a fabulous comedian. And I thought my favorite thing is to take a comedian and make them play a serious role, because they have so much stuff that they do as an actor that kind of bubbles through, and he just nailed it. He was so, not intentionally funny, but there are very funny moments in the piece that he has this great intensity and this seriousness that he just sort of got out of nowhere. And there was one take I remember where he was drooling on her, and I was just like, where did you get that? So I knew he was super talented. I love all of them. Annie brought me Nathan, who played the role of Simon, the new boyfriend she's going to. And Jeff Meyer is a dear friend of mine. Jeff and I go way back, because Jeff runs the little antique store that you see in the film, Hollywoodland Antiques. When we were filming, because he plays so much, because he's got probably more chops than anyone there, which was kind of ridiculous. He plays so much, when you're shooting, it's kind of like, oh my God, he still didn't do the line the way I wrote it. Oh.
Hey, Black Cloud, you're scaring the crap out of my beaver.
and everyone was kind of panicking. And then when you see it in the final cut, it's like, oh my God, he just nailed everything we did. And you get, oh, that's what experience does for you, just really knowing how to nail it. And, you know, of course, my last little nugget in there is my own Simon the dog in the park at the beginning, who has since passed away, and this is dedicated to his memory, because he was the best dog ever. So the music was just kind of, it's one of those happy accident sort of things, that just the relationships that you make. And Danny B. Harvey is a ridiculously talented composer. Like, kind of like when you meet him, it's like, it's not fair that somebody should be that talented. He did the music for us for The Commune. I called him and we had this long conversation. I said, I want somewhere between Django Reinhardt and Billie Holiday. Like, I want that kind of vintage feel, you know, that kind of wood guitar, banjo, whatever you want to go with in there. And he just, you know, he's so musically versed that he was just like, yeah, no problem. Nailed it. I mean, I feel like the tone is right, the vibe, and he had a lot of sort of playfulness in there, and it was amazing. So I feel like having Danny B. Harvey on as our composer just elevated the whole project. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously it's not Oscar-winning work. It's just, it was a fun project.
Fred, do you say anything?
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I have an inner monologue. But you get over that.
Could you telepathically give me that? Because I don't know if I'm going to pick it up.
Got it in your...
God, you're dirty.
Okay. You look like
Why are you laughing?
Batman.
I'm supposed to laugh after you put it on.
Okay, now what color
Like you're going
should I
to
go next?
Mardi Gras.
Purple or blue?
Well, there's a lot of people.
Yay, you guys, thank you so much. I really
Congratulations.
appreciate all your hard work. Cheers.
Good luck.
You guys are awesome. Best crew, best cast.
That's right.
Okay, I can't wait to see.
Oh.
I'm really hoping to get some notice off of it and for it to be a calling card kind of project. I would love to go on and do other, I mean, I wouldn't be averse to doing other horror thriller stuff, because as long as I'm allowed to have a little tongue-in-cheek in there, because it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want it to be a calling card piece and move on from here.
Someone with the glasses.
Picture?
Yes, what?
Give us another official.
We're rats!
Good.
Can I get some help with
Yeah.